I don't know which street I am because somebody shot in them. Hmm?
Someone shot at your car?
No, somebody shot in my car. I was driving.
In the ever-changing world of social media, where countless influencers shine, a story stands out. Picture a digital space where Teisha Brewley, also known as Tavi Badi, brought joy and inspiration to her devoted followers. Yet, her life took a dark turn when she became the victim of a brutal and senseless crime. Join us as we delve into the story of this social media sensation turned victim and the lasting impact she left on the online world. Who might be responsible for such a gruesome act, and why did they want Teisha dead? Welcome to Off the Wall Crimes, Lost Souls Edition. Hit the subscribe button and bell to be notified of more off-the-wall crime stories. This story unfolds on the lively streets of Atlanta, Georgia, a city that gracefully merges Southern charm with modern life at its very heart. In this dynamic urban landscape, we come across Teisha Brewley, born on May 12, 1980, in Decatur, Georgia, and raised in the greater Atlanta area. Teisha was no ordinary individual. She exuded a vibrant, unstoppable energy that illuminated every environment she graced, and her captivating personality had a magnetic pull on those around her. Teisha began her journey in the world of entertainment as an actress and model, captivating audiences with her talent and beauty. However, her path took a remarkable turn when she ventured into the realm of social media. Her aim was not just to entertain but also to inspire countless individuals with her boundless enthusiasm for life. On this exciting new digital frontier, Teisha discovered her true calling. Social media platforms became her canvas, allowing her to share her skills and connect with a global audience, transforming her into a beacon of inspiration for many. Teisha's social media posts, whether displaying her dance skills, offering glimpses into her daily life, or sharing messages of positivity, struck a chord with a wide and varied audience. She transcended being just a social media personality. She evolved into a wellspring of inspiration for those who aim to pursue their dreams and reach for the stars. On the night of her tragic end, Teisha was leaving the strip club where she had been performing. The echoes of the music still lingered in her ears as she stepped into the Uber that would take her back home. Teisha had requested an Uber to take her back to her Buckhead neighborhood, completely unaware that what seemed like a routine trip would turn into a nightmarish ordeal. As she settled into the back seat of the Chevrolet Escalade, she was likely lost in her thoughts, perhaps scrolling through her social media or reminiscing about her performance. As Teisha and her Uber driver left the club's parking lot, two vehicles closely followed behind them, like predators stalking their prey. What was meant to be a safe journey back from the strip club soon descended into chaos. The car navigated through the dimly lit streets of Atlanta when suddenly, the tranquility of the night was shattered by a barrage of gunfire. Multiple gunmen, strategically positioned in the two vehicles that had been following them, launched a violent ambush on the Chevrolet Escalade. During this horrifying attack, the attackers fired more than 20 shots, turning what had been a peaceful ride into a terrifying battleground. In those frightening moments, everything seemed to slow down, and Teisha's desperate cries for help were drowned out by the loud gunfire. Sadly, her life and dreams were tragically cut short by the merciless attackers. The big question is, what led to this violent attack, and what dark reasons could have motivated someone to target Teisha in such a brutal way? The Uber driver, with his heart racing, understood that every passing second could mean the distinction between life and death. Desperate, he fumbled for his phone. His trembling fingers could barely manage to dial 911, and his voice, choked with fear, cracked as he somehow managed to speak the chilling words that would haunt those who had caused this tragedy. While the dispatcher provided guidance to the terrified driver, the car itself became a scene of immense uncertainty. Inside, Teisha Brewley, the well-known social media personality celebrated for her charisma and dance skills, fought for her life. The barrage of bullets had left her injured, making it difficult for her to fully grasp the horror of the situation. The chaos and fear within the vehicle were starkly visible to anyone on the outside. After the assailants had ambushed the car, they made their escape, leaving behind a wake of devastation and a host of unanswered questions. Who were these gunmen, and what compelled them to unleash such a terrifying and violent onslaught? As the dust settled, the mystery remained. When the authorities arrived at the scene, the grim reality came into focus. Teisha Brewley's attackers were still at large. Up until this moment, the police have not yet identified any suspects.
And Adina Drive.
Usually when your gunshots, it's just like bow, 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 and that's over with. Quick little 2 seconds, but that lasted for about a good 20.
The investigation that followed was marked by determined efforts. Detectives carefully examined the evidence.
It looks like she went down to the floor for cover. You know, something pretty bad had happened, and
it was clear that the authorities were committed to seeking justice. They left no stone unturned as they gathered evidence at the crime scene and interviewed witnesses nearby. Despite their hard work, the case proved to be quite challenging. The identity of the gunman remained unknown. Who were these individuals, and what motivated them to carry out such a brutal attack on Teisha Brewley? The Uber driver, who would later play a crucial role as a witness, expressed his belief that this wasn't a random act of violence. He saw it as a deliberate and sinister plan to harm an innocent person, rather than a spontaneous event.
20 seconds. It sounded like about 40 shots. It was 2 guns.
Teisha Brewley, whose dreams and ambitions were so close to achieving, was just under a mile away from the safety of her home when tragedy struck. It's a somber reminder of how close she was to safety and how tragically it eluded her. The story serves as a poignant reminder of the unpredictable and often senseless nature of violence. It highlights that tragedy can strike in the most unexpected of circumstances, even when someone is so close to the safety of their home. It underscores the importance of seeking justice and answers when such horrific events occur and the impact it has on the lives of the victims, their loved ones, and the community. Ultimately, it emphasizes the need for continued efforts to prevent violence and promote a safer and more compassionate society. Teisha Brewley's life came to a sudden and unimaginably violent end, leaving her loved ones with a void that can never be filled. The story illustrates the profound impact of violence on communities. Teisha's tragic death left not only her family and friends devastated but also left the community unsettled, emphasizing the broader consequences of such acts. The fact that Teisha was so close to the safety of her home when tragedy struck serves as a reminder of how quickly circumstances can change, even when it seems that safety is within reach. The conclusion of the story calls for continued efforts to prevent violence and promote a safer, more compassionate society. It encourages viewers to reflect on the broader societal implications of such incidents and to actively work towards a safer community. My condolences go out to Teisha's family, friends, and all those who were touched by her vibrant spirit. In the wake of this senseless tragedy, may you find the strength to heal and, with time, discover the solace you deserve. Thanks for watching Off the Wall Crimes, Lost Souls Edition. I will see you in the next video.